What's up? Welcome back. Hope y'all out there getting paid. PAYD, perpetually achieving your dreams. Also, being a passionate, ambitious young dreamer. Today, we're going to talk about why they are obsessed with us. And soon, you'll know who they are. So, we're going to look at this video by Antonio Speaks, Antonio Talks, and it's aptly named Black Obsession. Without further ado, man, let's get right into it.
So as black people as a whole, I feel like it's only right that we all come together and coin a new term, black obsession. Throughout all of history, it seems that racists have a very strange obsession with black people. Now in 2025, every other day there is a new example of this. Recently, a white man went to a all-black barbershop to discuss his black fatigue. I did a video on my second channel already breaking down all of the false statistics and fallacies, but I will say this, he walked out of that barbershop alive. He did not get kirked. And it's just so strange because these white conservatives walk around like white people shit do not stink. And I'll say this all the time, there is nothing wrong with bringing up the problems in the black community, but also sweep under your own porch first. White America has greater problems than black fatigue. White men only make up about 29% of the population, but guess what? They account for 75% of incest perpetrators, 65% of prostitution johns, 65% of pedos, 60% of kidnappers, 60% of rapists, 77% of child you-know-what arrests, and are half of the mass.
So, 75% of incest perpetrators, 65% of prostitution johns. Now, those two, they go together. The white man's wife ain't giving him none. So he has to go get it from the sister, or he has to go get it from Tammy on the block. And then 65% of pedophiles. That lets you know where the white man's head is at. Interesting. 60% of kidnappers. See what I mean? 60% of rapists. Goes back to the first two. He ain't getting it from his wife. Sometimes he can't get it from his sister. He ain't got no money, so he gotta go take it. Not looking good. 77% of child you-know-what arrests. Lord Jesus, it's looking bleak. And then 50% of mass shooters. Man, oh man.
Shooters. So my thing is, you can talk about black problems, but address your own people's problems first. That's my thing. And like I say all the time, this is exactly what Charlie Kirk did.
So black people make up 13% of the American population. Why do they commit 55% of all the murders, or 13% of the population, and they commit 58% of all the murder? Number one cause of black death in Chicago.
Are you serious?
Other blacks killing blacks.
Are y'all
Crazy. And let me show y'all. He already made it clear he's lying in each one of these, but I want to make it even more clear. Watch this. So I put in the chat GPT, what is the number one cause of black death in Chicago? And it says the number one cause of death for residents of Chicago is heart disease. More specifically for black Chicagoans, chronic diseases like heart disease, along with cancer and diabetes, are major drivers of mortality.
blacks?
Yes.
I'm going to break this stat down every chance I get for y'all. So they're basing their information off the 2019 FBI crime data stats. And yes, black people did make up 15% of the arrests. Arrests, y'all, not convictions. And do you know which group in America is the most exonerated? Black people at 50%. That is crazy. And you notice how every time in these clips the stat changed, bro. Like, this is the thing about the Charlie Kirks and the dude that went to the barbershop. The people that they are debating do not really know statistics. He went to a black barbershop of older black men who probably never even looked up a crime statistic. And that's why I try to push y'all to go do your own research, know these statistics in case you ever run into one of these dudes. And then to be honest, you really don't even gotta know stats. All you have to do is a simple Google search and it will debunk those theories. And that's why that barbershop video made me so mad, because those black men, they could have easily broke down all of that stuff. But the thing about it, these racist people know exactly who to argue with, man. I'm telling you. And I just find it so funny how a lot of these racist people love to tell black people to take accountability, but white people are the biggest hypocrites. They seem to never take accountability. It's the same reason every other day we're seeing a new white Christian claim that slavery wasn't bad.
The institution of slavery is not inherently evil. Okay,
Where do you have to go in your mind to say that slavery was inherently evil? Owning another human being. And a lot of these white nationalists, bro, they like to point back to the Bible, right? And it justifies it for them. Slavery, owning someone else, saying owning someone else isn't inherently evil. And I'll tell you what it is. Said they don't see anybody else other than white people as fully human. That's basically what it is.
Take it a step further. It is not inherently evil to own another
Look at
human
that.
being.
Terrible.
If you go back in time and get rid of slavery from the entire world, you have it's impossible to say what the world looks like right now. Actually, what we can say is that all of us today would be in a worse spot if slavery never existed at all across the entire globe. Because a change that significant would likely shift the course of events in a way that would mean none of us would even exist. It would be a world full of other people who are not us.
See, look at that. What I tell you, they don't see anybody else as human. He just said it right there. He was talking to his white audience, and he said there's other people that are not us, right? As if it would have been that bad. Like, what? You see how they justify? Oh my God.
Now, like I said in the intro, there are many examples of just how racists are obsessed with black people. I want to show you another one. Now, Angel Reese recently made history by becoming the first athlete to be a fashion runway model. And this is why a lot of racists hate Angel Reese. Aside from basketball, she has pull in many other genres. As you can see in this clip right here, this is on Facebook. She was killing it, man. She looks amazing. Check out this comment right here, though. Jody Moat said, they look scared of a giant sloth. 141 likes. Just some haters, man. But let's go to her page, though. Potato salad. Oh my goodness. Literally, she resembles a sloth more.
Yo, and I bet you she only 28 years old, cuz. Knowing her husband ain't touched her in 5 years, bro. Talking about Angel Reese look like a sloth. They scared of a giant sloth. Like, look at her. Who is she to be talking about someone's appearance, man? Man, these people are funny.
Than Angel Reese, bro. You can't make this up. That is why I want to get on the topic, bro, of racism. It's nothing but jealousy.
Most people don't like realize this, but all racism is just jealousy that has like mutilated so much that now it's like so evil. Like it's legit like the almost final evil form of jealousy. And I'm not talking about like the systemic racism, like the racism that's in the systems that, you know, keep like black people down and keep them in like certain levels type of thing. I'm just talking about the type of racism that's like in people's brains and their opinions and the biases they held, things like that. They're jealous of the things that maybe like black people are capable of, or the natural like bodies or faces that they're born with, or like, I don't know, maybe even like the influence that black people have on things like entertainment and music and even sports and arts. Like just being jealous of like kind of the culture that the black community holds. And mind you, jealousy is a very normal emotion. Jealousy is a normal human emotion to feel. But then when you don't clock your jealousy, when you can't accept your jealousy,
it'll spill over into something else.
You kind of hide it, and the more you try to hide something, the more it mutilates into something really, really evil.
And this just makes so much sense because, like Cat Williams stated, if I don't like something, I'm not going to pay attention to it.
That's a fact.
Think about it, bro. It's just black people and black culture are like you can't get past it. We're just too influential.
And I feel like ever since
we're everywhere you go. We're on the basketball court. We're on the football court. We're on the football field. We right next to you at the stoplight. We in your wife's bed, bro. Like it's
TikTok images, it really exposed what black people have been saying for years about how influential black American culture is like worldwide. And we've been saying that since like even before 2020. Like people keep on calling it TikTok slang, Gen Z slang. Like I'm Nigerian American, but like I grew up in America. It's black American slang. And I feel like the TikTok images really just showcases that, because most of the images in the comment sections are just black people being shown. And that goes to show how it's like a physical, in a sense, like a visual manifestation of what we mean by like the spread of like black American culture. Because these images were once only shared among the black community, and now everybody's using them the same way the slang gets spread, the style gets spread. But because now we see these people are physically like black, obviously, it's easier for people to, I guess, conceptualize it or understand it.
And I want to bring back up my black woman again. You know, whenever I'm on TikTok and I go under a racist post, they love dropping memes like this. But look at these pictures of the white women. Who do you think they're
Yo, and I ain't even gonna cap, bro. So sometimes I was doing Uber back in the day, and I would see women that looked like this chick right here get into the back of my car, start talking, and every third word was like, word. Oh yeah, word. Oh, for real, word, word. And I'm like, what does this woman know about that? Like, am I getting old? Because I am getting old, guys. But I'm like, do white kids say this now? Are white people using word? Like, word? Like, word? That's happening? Man.
Trying to look like the big lips, the big butt. Like, come on, bruh. It's always a jealousy thing, y'all. That's all it is. They hate us because they ain't us. I ain't gonna lie. I understand these races because just look at some of these black women. I mean, not to be a simp or to pander, but my goodness, bro. It really blows my mind how some black men claim that they don't like black women. What the hell wrong with y'all? Now, the same can be said about black men as well. A few months ago, there was a trend going around on TikTok when the 6'5" dreadhead starts squaring up because I was running my mouth a little too much. And the song that they were using for the picture was I Won't Back Down. Here's another one. When the 6'4" dreadhead starts squaring up because I started fake whipping him. When the 6'4" light skin starts to square up because I said the hard R one too many times. It's literally giving obsessed, bro. And one thing about me, I do not take these jokes lightly. Time and time again, we see these jokes have a deeper meaning. And with this trend, it just seems like the fetishization of black men. Like, they're basically talking about their dream man. Light skin, dreads, tall. Like, what is this?
I think it's coming from a couple of different places, man. Fear. That's probably their biggest fear, being out and about and seeing some big hulking black dude coming at them, right? Because they were overheard talking mess. Second, it probably does come from like some sort of latent homosexuality towards them as well. It's like, why does he have to be like a 6'4" black dude, right? With dread. Like, what? Why do you have to name his hairstyle? Like, what? That's like, what? No, like, what is it? It leans into the demonization of a natural appearance of a black man.
My last example I want to bring up is this Young Republican group chat leak. If you don't know what was going on, it was a group chat full of young Republicans. They were from the ages of 24 to 35. They grown people. In a group chat, they were talking about the mustache man, immigrants, gay people, and of course, black people. And I seen a TikTok on this situation that was really interesting to me.
White people are obsessed with black people, which is why racists exist. Because in order to be racist, you need to wake up every day and just continuously think about why you don't like a person or a group of people based on the color of their skin. In response to my video about the Young Republican group chat in which they joked about racism, anti-Semitism, gas chambers, I got several responses like this saying, you're acting like black people don't talk about white people the same way we talk about you in your group chats. Black people do not think about white people at all. And I know that's probably hard for you guys to comprehend because you think about us so much. Our lives do not revolve around what white people are doing, what white people are saying. We do not talk about you guys when you're not in the room. We don't talk about you even when you are in the room unless you do something. Half of the commentary you see from black people, including myself, that is online, comes in response to you guys doing or saying some crazy shit. And in reality, the only thing that black people want is to be left alone by white people. But you guys won't leave us alone because you think about us all the time. And if you don't believe me, maybe you'll believe someone who looks like you.
Black people want to be left alone. They don't want revenge. They don't want to replace us, as some extremist groups have said. They just want to live life in peace, the way they want to live. They want family, they want love, and they want to live in a society where they know they belong here. They want society to also know that they belong here.
A lot of times, yeah, us as black people, we speak out in response to something that has happened or some sort of message that was placed upon us, right? It's never like we're just acting out of some sort of rage and we just gotta go after the nearest white man. No, who does? Like, that's some white nationalist propaganda for you right there. At the same time, I would say a lot of times people would also look at it and say, well, if you don't want them talking to you anymore, just don't talk back. But whenever you're living as a black man, a black woman, and people are spreading messages and spreading lies that are detrimental to you, detrimental to your people, and you can't fully be realized as a human being within society because of these messages and propaganda, you have to say something. You can't just back down. You have to do something, right? Because it's directly harming you and your life.
That's not culturally a thing that we do, but apparently it's something you do, so you think that we're sitting around pondering about what you're doing. This goes back to why white women think that they're the managers of the world, so they can come question black people and what they're doing. You can stalk us outside. You can have all these thinks and thought pieces about how we exist. And it's like, I've never really understood it, but it's because you guys are infatuated with the idea of, one, us being free citizens to think, vote, have jobs, and make money. Two, we're not subjugated by you literally like we used to be. Three, it's like a weird obsession where you want to be liked by us and you want us to think that you're cool. And four, a combination of all the above. But sorry, to answer your question, no, we do not have group chats where we sit around talking about white people. I hope that helps you on this beautiful Sunday. Stay blessed.
That's it for this video though, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. I just want to say I appreciate
Well, Black obsession, man, it's never gonna go away. It's only gonna get even more obsessive. Hey, what can you do? It's your boy Beijing Kilton. I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Remember to get paid. Peace.